Good morning, Facebook family and friends. Today it is Sunday, August the 13th. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning. It's a beautiful Sunday morning. It's supposed to rain today. This is part 4 of my series, Welcome to NIGGAVILLE. I want to go into relationships in the black community because I think this is the beginning, the dysfunction that we have in our community at this time. This was leading to the vast majority of problems that we see in our communities. I saw a post where someone says that I'm not discussing how white privilege and racism and how white America's role in shaping black America. We all know the devious things white folks have done to black people over the centuries that we've lived here in the United States. We all know this. We can discuss that all day, every day. We can discuss that till the cows come home. We know what has happened in this country in regards to white people, racism, and how it has shaped and unfortunately a lot of their decisions have had the impact that it has had on African Americans today. But in NIGGAVILLE, we can't keep blaming these white folks for the issues that surround us. Because I didn't see every relationship I was in, I didn't see not one black person nowhere to be found in that relationship. I was dating another black person, and it was hell on earth. I'm not exactly sure how most black Americans feel about relationships, because I feel that relationships are very important. And particularly to build a family, gay or straight, you need a partner, you need a husband, you need a wife. This is essential. To make life easier is supposed to be the whole principle of it. So if you're in a relationship with someone, you're in love, you're getting married, you're having children, you should be able to have a solid foundation. So when you come home, you're coming home to a loving environment to raise your children in. Because once you walk outside the four walls of this house and into the streets, the world could eat you alive. But when you come home, it should be a safe environment, a loving environment, a place filled with joy. But in NIGGAVILLE, don't work that way. I'm just going to talk about my own personal relationships. I'm not going to go into... I've been in many relationships, one that lasted 21 years. I never understood the vast majority of those relationships that involved with so much confusion, so much anger. Why were we fighting? This consistent fighting about nothing, the constant lying about everything, the untruth, the deception. It's just the two of us. Why couldn't we just love each other and be happy? That wasn't going to happen. Not in NIGGAVILLE. There's got to be some drama, some arguing, some fighting. I've had fights where we destroyed everything in the house over nothing. Every single fight that we had in the 21 years that me and Earl were together was over absolutely nothing. Nothing of importance. Fights where people would get injured and have to go to the emergency room. Fights where the police would show up, we get locked up and have to spend the weekend in jail. And I kept saying, why? What is the purpose of this? And I tolerated this foolishness for a very long time. Before I began to wake up and say, this is not... I was accepting... I did like most black people. I was accepting the dysfunction in our relationship as normal. I thought everyone was going through this. And I thought to make this relationship work, this is what we have to go through. Fussing, fighting, arguing over nothing. But I've learned that's not how you make a relationship work. Relationships are supposed to be about love, compassionship. Your partner should be your best friend. Someone that you can trust. Not someone who hates you. There might be a thin line between love and hate, but that line should never ever be crossed. Unfortunately, I've seen that line crossed. And I've seen the devastating effects that happens when someone crosses that line into hate-ville. Hate should never be part of a relationship, not a loving relationship, because it can do so much damage. When I turn on the news and I see my brothers and sisters and the chaos and confusion going on in our communities, the number of men harming or killing their wives is astounding to me. How could you go from loving this person to now you want this person dead? Or you harmed them so bad that they, one of my Facebook friends, I don't know if it was her husband at the time or a boyfriend, threw acid on her. I've been following her story for quite some time. She lives here in Atlanta. I remember when it first happened. And I've always just thought, why, who could do such a thing to someone they supposedly love? Even if the relationship is ending, why do such a thing? I didn't think domestic violence would ever be a part of my life. I didn't think me being a 6'2", 265-pound man, I could sit back and tell my own stories about domestic violence, but I can. Because I've also been a victim over here in NIGGAVILLE. In a violent relationship. I had to fight for my life. What were we fighting for? What was the reason for these fights? I still don't understand it. It's just the two of us. We can't live in two men and two dogs. What in the hell are we fighting for? What are we hoping to resolve by these fights? What do we hope will become of severely injuring each other? This didn't make any sense to me. But like I said, I accepted this as just a normal part of being in a relationship. But then 2 years later, I realized this is dysfunction at a high level. And I had to make some changes. But I noticed something. As I looked around the community and looked at other people's relationships, I noticed the same similar behavior. I went to dinner last night and I saw a black couple outside a very nice upscale restaurant in their cars arguing loudly. Everyone can hear it. It scared me because I thought, oh my God, I hope they don't get to fighting over there. And I was sat there watching that for a minute. Everyone in the parking lot, as they drove off, people were still staring because they were still fighting and arguing, loudly screaming. This was just last night. And I bet you $1 million that couple is like that every weekend. Every weekend that chaos and confusion is going on that I saw in that car last night. Because them niggas don't know no better. They think this is the way it should be. They think that's love. Chaos, confusion, hollering, yelling and screaming, driving erratically. Scared me. I thought something's going to happen here. They drove on off down the street. This morning they probably went home and had sex and got up this morning and drinking, eating grits and sausage just like it ain't shit happened. Even though it scared the crap out of everybody in that damn restaurant parking lot last night. I know I was very frightened. Because I didn't know what was going to happen. And I knew if I knew one thing, I wasn't getting involved in that bullshit. I was going to say, you two niggas fight on out. Just scoot y'all fight on out of the way. I'm kind of pulling, because they were right behind me in the parking lot. And when he put that car in reverse, he actually put his car in reverse at the same time I put mine in reverse. I quickly put mine back in drive because I want him to go ahead of me. These niggas get to fighting over there or something. I get on up out of here. Craziness. Loud. Folks staring. Scared the crap out of them white folks. But I've seen this dysfunction. I've been a part of this dysfunction. I've participated in that dysfunction. In a restaurant, acting a fool. In Vegas, at a show, acting a fool. Arguing about nothing, loudly, people staring. Now, most of the time, most of these fights and arguments were fueled by alcohol, drinking, and God knows whatever else was going on. Since I was never told. I've never not had a relationship that there was never a physical confrontation. Every relationship I've ever had, it got very physical between me and that person. And I always step back and say, why are we fighting? What is the purpose? What do we intend to achieve by this mess? tearing everything up, fighting, blood everywhere. What is the purpose? And in my mind, like I said, as a member, a citizen of Niggaville, participating in this bullshit and seeing this shit going on all around me, I thought this is normal. This is how you handle situations that arrive. I know better now. I know you better walk away from that bullshit. If you're in a relationship with someone and you all can't live peacefully together, pack your shit and go. Matter of fact, let them have that shit and go on about your damn business. There's too much violence in our community. I'm tired of turning on the TV and seeing someone a murder, suicide, or worse. It happens in all communities. But as a proud Black American, I'm discussing our community. I can't worry about them white folks or Asian folks and Korean folks. They got handling their own issues the best way they know how, but we have to handle our issues. One thing I did notice about Black folks when it comes to relationships, we don't know how to seek help. We don't know to go get counseling. We don't know to talk to somebody who's professional at bringing and ending this dysfunction in these relationships. I've seen it with my sisters. I've seen it with my parents. I've seen it with my uncles and aunts. I have uncles and aunts who've been married 50, 60 years, but there was still some dysfunction there that needed to be corrected. We can't pray about everything, y'all. We can't sit back and pray these relationships better. If we don't get these relationships and Black folks do not learn how to love each other, Black America will never heal. Because the home is where the problems start. It's like planting a seed and letting it blossom. If a seed of hate, deceit, dysfunction, anger, violence is planted in your home and heart, it goes elsewhere. That tree grows, blossoms, and the leaves spread everywhere. We have a community of dysfunction when it comes to these relationships. That's why these kids are so angry today. They're so mad. Those who actually have any idea who their daddy is. The vast majority of these kids being born today, we all know, are coming out of situations where it's a single parent home. I mean, these men, many of these these kids, they have no clue who their father is. That has to change. We have to improve the situation. We need to create loving relationships, not hate-filled relationships, not arguing and fighting over a bag of potato chips. The fights Earl and I had were the most ridiculous fights you could believe. This ridiculous. But as I said, many times it was fueled by alcohol and drinking. And God knows what else. And it created a household of chaos, confusion, anger. And you hang and sit in it, admiring it, and stay there forever. I don't even know what to say. The Niggaville relationships are horrible. Nobody knows how to love each other. There's nothing wrong with loving your partner. There's nothing wrong with coming home and giving your partner a hug or a kiss and saying, hey, how was your day at work? If you come home every day to chaos and confusion, how can you go out into the real world and survive? If every day your household is filled with anger, madness, violence, confusion, constant chaos, it makes the world a much more horrible place. Your home should be filled with love, compassion, hope. It should be a place that this is your haven. You should be come home to relax. And not come home to a whole bunch of confusion and anger. And walking on eggshells in your own damn household. But as I said, I tolerated it. Because I didn't know any better. I was just another nigga in Niggaville trying to survive, moan relationships by any means necessary. But I'm grown now. I know better. Certain things I would never accept in a relationship now. And when I notice those tendencies immediately, I cut that person off. Because I can't change a grown-ass person. One thing I've learned is when you notice that somebody's walking down the same path that you once walked down, and you already know what that path is, let them go by themselves. You say, I'm off this journey. I won't be making this journey with you. I'm not a violent person. I don't like arguing. I don't like fighting. I don't like consistently have to come home to a house full of confusion. And it begins to wear on your soul after a while and drag your spirit down. And NIGGAVILLE love doesn't even exist. That sometimes I think, we don't know what it is. You saying you loving me, but you have violently attacked me, physically harmed me, possibly maimed me. Why? What is the purpose? That ain't love. No way, shape, or form. And if anyone's accepting that as love, you need help. You need help. I can honestly say the best decision I made over the past few years was to go get help. To get issues, to really get a close look at some things that were going on in my life, and now to learning how to correct them. It's not easy to correct something that's been going on for years. So don't expect a miracle to happen overnight. It takes time. It takes time to wind through the chaos and confusion in your own head. To take all those pieces of the puzzle that are in chaos and put them back together. But when you do figure it out, when you finally reach that inner peace and say, okay, this has to change. I'm not going down this path anymore. That's when your life will change. That's when you get your ticket out of NIGGAVILLE. At least the relationship part of NIGGAVILLE. You might still be living in NIGGAVILLE, but you might not be in that relationship part of NIGGAVILLE. I'm beginning to think there is no escape for us from NIGGAVILLE. That we are doomed to be in this place for the rest of our lives. I'm a loving person. I care about people. That's why I do these videos. I wanted to go deeper in this video, but I'm not ready yet. I wanted to talk about some things that have taken place in my life, but I can't go there, y'all. There's a lot of stuff I want to say, but I can't do it. There's a lot of stuff that happened that should never have happened. Right here in my own home. Violence can happen anywhere, under any circumstances. The dysfunction of violence in the black relationships it must end. And don't hang around for it. Don't accept it, because it just gets worse. If you're in a relationship with someone and you notice that person is violent, mean, aggressive to you, but nice to everyone else, this is a problem. That is domestic violence. They treat everybody else with love, respect. We're out there waiting for this person, do all the stuff these people. When it comes to you, you treat it like shit. Something's wrong here. Wake up. Remove yourself from that situation. It's not going to get better. In some people's minds, that's all they know. And you're not going to make that person change. That person has to want to change on their own. No matter how much counseling you go to, no matter what you do, if that person doesn't want to change, they're not going to change. They're going to remain the same. Relationships can be deadly in NIGGAVILLE. I see people getting killed all the time by the person that claimed that they love them. I see it all the time in our community. And I just sit back and wonder what took place there, but I already know. I already know. I don't have to do. When you lived it, and you've seen it up close and personal, you know what took place. We have to change the way relationships, how we view relationships, how we view our husbands, how we view that shit. The person, your partner, husband, wife, is your rock. Should be. This is the person that you said you commit in love to. You're supposed to work together as a team to take on the whole wide world, not to take on each other, not to be fighting each other, arguing with each other over nothing. I'm not even sure what to say. I wonder if there's any hope for black folks in relationships. Because so many black folks have walked away from relationships. I don't know very many black folks who are even participating in relationships. The vast majority of people today are single with children. Not very many people are pursuing marriage. And I understand the reasons why. I'm not stupid. I'm clearly aware of the issues that come with a relationship when it comes to finances, violence, love. There are a lot of obstacles directly because if your finances are not in order, it'd be kind of hard to be starting a marriage or a relationship. It's unfortunate that a lot of the citizens of NIGGAVILLE, have serious financial issues. So how can a marriage work? How can they take care of these children? How can they take care of this wife? It's impossible. They're barely taking care of themselves. I am very aware of the financial issues that have caused such chaos and confusion in the homes of the people of our community. So we have to deal with the financial issue side of it, the family side, the love side. Do black people really know what it means to love each other? How complicated it be to love someone, to treat them with love? All I wanted was love and respect. I don't think I'm asking for much. I think I can take care of everything else. But love me. Treat me with respect. And I'm going to do the same to you. I don't see you as my enemy. I see you as my partner. I see us as a team, building something together. And when you look at me, you see something different. This is a problem. One thing I will say about a relationship, follow your intuition. God has instilled in us protection. It's inside our souls, inside our bodies and our brains. And when you suspect something's wrong with your relationship partner, husband, fiance, listen. When you suspect something's not right there, listen to what your body is telling you. And take heed and take action. Do not remain in a situation like that. Because 9 times out of 10, it's going to get worse. It won't improve. Especially when situations involve domestic violence. It will escalate and get worse and get worse. Doesn't get better. It always gets worse until somebody shows up dead. You don't want that because you could be the dead one. Anyway, I'm doing these videos because I want to take a look at our community. I was talking with someone last night and they watched the videos and they said the way I say nigga, they felt that I was really just like, I was really into it. And I said, no, I am a humorous person. I like to laugh because sometimes you have to laugh to keep from crying. I love my community. I happen to love black people. When I had that construction company, I made sure that the vast majority of my workers were African American, black Americans, plumbers, electricians, roofers, framers, tile work. These guys needed work. I had brothers who told me if it wasn't for me, they would never have gotten their children through college. So I understand I love my community. So don't get it twisted and don't get it confused. I'm not attacking the black community. I'm not in denial. I'm just not in denial about the issues that persist in our community. Because it's there. And yeah, I do know it's in all communities. But right now, I'm focusing on the community in which I live in love. I'm focused on the community that I happen to love with all my heart. Because these are my brothers, my sisters, my uncles, my aunts. This is my family. But anyway, if you like my videos, click like, share them with family members and friends. I love to read you all's comments. Today it is Sunday, August the 13th, the year 2017. Get out and do something productive with you guys' lives. And I'm out of here. Bye.